Part 2 today is called How Are We Doing as a Collective? So we're going to do a collective check-in. We will do new love, new career insights, and we're also going to read out of the book today. Welcome to your therapy session. It is called Tarot Therapy. You guys were asking me too, what are the flavors? It's lychee, jelly popping boba included in this. It's sold at Vaughn's or Safeway if you guys have Safeway. And popping aloe vera. Interesting, those three right there. I just want to share because sometimes you guys ask me what are my beverages. And we'll put this over here. That's a card from another deck. I don't know, I gotta clean up in here today. Gotta do a little bit of like putting away of cards, and then I'm receiving 3 new decks, which in the future we're gonna have unboxing for. We're gonna unbox together. So we will read the Archeo. How are we doing? Collective, please. Let's see what everyone's feeling today. I feel like this is the page, and I already stopped at it. I'm going to show you that my finger's there and that I don't have a bookmarky or anything. Survivor. Survivor is the page. Okay, this is How Are We Doing? It's a check-in for you. Survivor. The attribute of the survivor has been called many names. Ragamuffin, urchin, gutter snipe, tattered Damalian. But at its core, it is profoundly an independent forager. You might be hearing things right now in readings like harvest or it's time to create, something like that. Some might try to label it immoral, but when the center fails to hold and things fall apart, leaving the landscape a wreck of hardship, the survivor's ethics become apparent. This is their morality. This is what they believe in. This is what they fight for when the world is coming to an end. She or he functions in the gaps left by inequality and has no fear of draconian authority. We saw the authority card yesterday in our readings, but I believe that's you believing in spiritual authority, that you were put on a path for a specific reason. There might be something here left for you to do. There also might be inspirations. You might need to go inspire a group of people. Maybe that's your spiritual authority. It says, always the shrewd pragmatist. He or she makes certain that he or she have companions that will never starve. That's interesting. Whether it be city, desert, jungle, or forest, the survivor is known as a master of their art. They're also a master of surviving. I'll give you guys an example of this. I know this is tarot therapy, so it's not really a reading. We're going to put together, though, a twin flame pile for fun. There was a friend of mine that I met in a class, and I'm not going to say technically because I don't know if she watches the channel now, but I met her, and she was a Taurus, and she was very lively and beautiful and lovely, and she was going through a very, very painful time in her life. Also, Taurus, she's an empress, essentially. And so when I met her, she was going through a very tough time, and she said, if I had known when I got married at 21 that my life was going to end up this way with 3 kids and that it was just going to end with the love of my life leaving me, I would have never done half the things that I ended up doing to make this person happy or to appeal to them more. And she said, I even went through a cycle of making myself over and being beautiful for my husband when we were still married. And I said, but you know what? At least you tried. It was my advice back to her. She tried to survive through that. And I know it might not be what he wanted, but she learned through those cycles. Even in her leaving, there was grace in it. And even when talking to her, I found out that there was grace even in her divorce, how she handled it, how she didn't want anything. It says here, the survivor will always find a way to provide. When shelter is needed, they will locate a roof and do anything at any cost to find a dry bed. I don't know if that's her wed, but wed. Never selfish. He is a practical person and gives without question to his fellow dispossessed, even if it means that they don't have a bed to sleep on. No matter what misfortune comes your way or into your life, you remain undaunted by the situation. Immovable, you turn difficulty into advantage, and you are admirable in your dexterity. Beautiful. The last sentence here is, when you draw the survivor card, because survivor is actually in Nick Bantock's deck, it says, it is the epitome of our indomitable spirit and the nature for us to keep on going. That is the dogma of life. there's a capacity to adapt and to continue to endure, even long after we're gone. And that comes from the archetypes too. If you guys want a copy of the book, I'll also, I don't know if you guys want to do like a book club each month, but I'll give titles so that we could continue to read the same things together and we could launch into growing together. So the Survivor was your message today in Tarot Therapy. We're going to get into a twin flame message. We're going to do the female first, and then we'll do the male for the second part of this. I will return later after lunch, and I will do a regular general past, present, and future. Okay, and that'll be in the office. For the female, thank you. I'm going to turn it over because I want you to know I don't know what they are. For the female TF, turn it over so you guys know that I'm not looking. And last one, okay. I actually turn it over so fast I don't know. This is for the girl. I'm going to draw 2 for my masculines because I'm going to get more tarot cards for them. Masculine, please. Advice for the masculine. Thank you. Okay, so this is how you're going to watch. Yesterday, somebody brought up, I didn't know how to watch your twin flame story at all because there's no timestamps. Basically, you're watching for your sex, if you're female or male. So women will be right here. The male's oracle is going to be right here too. And excuse me, the boba is coming up. So I'm going to be burping a lot. Let's check out the advice. Let's read this reading for females. The advice for female divine feminine. Thank you. For divine okay, thank you. For the divine feminines, please. And I think you guys like it better this way because you were like, can you show how you prep your piles? And this is the day that we're going to do that. I'm going to keep that one and I'll do this too. For the masculine, please. Masculine. Okay, hold on. It went very, very far. I'm not going to show it. Don't show it, Ari. And for masculine advice. This is interesting. I might do this again. I like this because it shows that you're randomly... I always randomly do it, but I do it off camera to save time. And we'll get the bottom too for the male TF. Okay, and I will do from A Witch's Garden. We'll do that for the females. And one advice for the masculine, please. One advice for their female counterpart. Okay, we're all set. Females, you're going to watch your portion at 7:38. Welcome. This is all advice cards for today, going into a relationship, or maybe you need to see these totems and advocates for new love. So just take it out. It resonates. Your green card, money, 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 was Page of Pentacles. The advice here is to invest in something small. So even if it's something to do today that has a lot of productivity to it, the Page of Pentacles talks about being productive, but it's not overt. It's an offer of friendship, but it's not overt. It's just about something very, very simple for my feminines. That's the tarot card. Your next advice is you have strength. You're known as being courageous. The Survivor is matching this card. You've survived so many eras of your life that are now panning into something beautiful and variant for you. It might be harvest season for you. It might be a time of just enjoying your life upcoming. And I kind of like this style of reading. You are coming out as your very own card, the Six of Swords, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You're healing. We have the Fool, and you're risking a new journey. That's what I heard here. As the card flipped over, I turned it over. You're going on a new journey where it's very significant for your life. There could be a Leo's influence, maybe another Libra around you, or a Gemini, and you're taking this leap. What are they doing here, though? Four of Cups, because something didn't work out. There was a missed opportunity of which some of you have addressed, and that might not be so much of a bad thing. The Four of Cups is saying in this reading. I'm going to clarify that card. That is our very famous half tortoise, half ox card. So we'll look at the Four of Cups. Empress for the feminines. And we do have Taurus and Libra. They could be prominent in your chart. As you know, this just talks about somebody who is looking good in their life right now. But I get that this Empress is very, very intelligent, and she's moving with something natural that she's seen. So maybe something on your feed today will inspire you. It can be, I'm getting like workout regimen. I am getting that you're going to new places. I am getting that you've gotten into something new. So She's expanding her horizons there after a missed opportunity. Could be a job too that you're letting go of, because I'm getting that too. Your advice is charisma. Got it again. Charisma matches the Empress. Be aware of love's illusions. See your realities clearly. So see everybody, you know, if gentlemen are saying stupid things to you in this reading, or it's just naturally not coming off authentic, you can see and cut through the BS at this time. This is a BS meter card with illusions. And then we have true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction with a cake. You guys ever seen like on YouTube where they're the cake decorators like doing all the fancy icings? Or maybe you're doing something with cakes right now, Libras, like maybe you're baking. It says a deep and enduring bond is beginning beyond superficial attraction. So there's deep love here and resonant love. That's coming toward the feminines. So that was your pile for advice. Interesting. At 11:02 is the males. So let me focus here. It's like, let me focus. Okay, for the males, your advice is Ace of Wands. It's a very phallic card in tarot. Phallic meaning that it's your part, right? It's that part. And for the males, you are starting a new journey. I don't mean to be funny, but that's also what I see. Taking great sensitivity, but you've started a new path where you have inspiration, because the Ace of Wands is exactly that. It's inspirational. We have another card here, the Three of Pentacles, working and collaborating with others, or you have nearby collaborators, could be other males, that provide you with inspiration, and therefore you give back to one another. There could be a male friend coming in for some of you. We have Page of Pentacles, definitely. Did both of you have the Page of Pentacles? You did. The girls had it as well. The guys are receiving the Page of Pentacles. You are to start something new, small, very mediocre, but it is something that is friendly to your eyes. I'm getting something here about your car. You could be fixing up your car, or you could be investing in like tools, pieces, something daily, like is what's coming in, but you're putting your time into beautification, or it's something about like a skill you already have is the way that I want to put that. It's a skill that you already take care of, maybe even putting more money into that. It could be buying a vehicle, a side-by-side, attaching something to your vehicle. I see something creative, okay? From the Ace of Wands even to the Page of Pentacles. It might take a little finances because there's a lot of pentacles here. And we have the World. You closed it out with either a female around you. You could be an investor, some of you, or you could work in the banks. And the World is talking about you closing it out with a divine feminine or a feminine in your life. I think that there's a new beginning here if you guys want it, but for the most part, there's a particular attachment that you've said bye-bye to with the World card. They could have been a Capricorn girl. We have Six of Pentacles, Taurus. There could be an incoming Taurus for you. That's another Empress for my Libra males. I mean, Taurus is Empress too. So they could be very jivey with you, and they could be really cool for what you're looking for. I also think that they're going to be reciprocal, or this business idea and the thing I said about investment turns out for you in a good way. It's a reciprocal balance. It's something that you needed. You know, I'm just what I needed. That's the song that came into my head right now. Apology is coming your way. For the males, this is the Page of Cups. Proposal. Oh, Lordy. An offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. The men have an apology, or maybe you need to perform an apology. I don't know. This can be, in, you know, neither here nor there. This is the Page of Cups. I don't know if you get an apology from this past person that you closed it out with in your pile. I don't know if you hear from them, and I don't know if they come out of the woodwork too to reveal deeper feelings. They could be a Capricorn female. Some of you, it's a Libra female. Some of you, it is an Aries woman. Proposal. This is coming out as a work proposal. Some of you might get more money at your job. You could be stepping into a new technique where you have to take classes and learn from it. This can be different from just the regular proposal, or maybe some of you are thinking of buying a ring. The masculines look like they're softer at this time, but there's a lot more strategy here. The feminines have true love coming their way, and that's what we learned through the piles. It might be because she's already reached Empress status today. This is one of my Empress cards. She's the Empress when I do a reading with this deck. And then you also technically had her in your reading. Thank you guys. If you like this style for Saturdays, I really liked how unique this was because it doesn't follow like a true set of reading style. It's really, really different, and we still got the energy of today. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch up with you after lunch. I'm just going to take a break, and I hope these 2 videos hold you over until then.